Hello there, welcome to episode 2 of this Burnley career mode. What's going on everybody? And well, as you saw in the first episode, it wasn't a convincing start league-wise. We start the day, we start the game against Cardiff in about 8th place in the championship table. After one game, we actually start 9th, sorry, not 8th, with 1 point to our total, but it's still early days yet. This is the first game coming up is against Cardiff City. That's the starter, but later on we've got a proper blood and thunder East Lancashire derby, the first one of the season at Turf Moor, between Burnley and of course our arch enemies from down the M65, of course, Blackburn Rovers. So it's over to Cardiff we go for a Trans-Welsh game down at the Cardiff City Stadium. The team's emerging from the tunnel. Let's see how we actually get on. And can we get our first 3 points in our first of 2 games against Cardiff City? Hello there, welcome to the Cardiff City Stadium as Cardiff take on Burnley, and the one man Cardiff will have to watch is Will Hughes. This is the Cardiff side that Will Hughes will be facing then this afternoon. As the team's emerged, there's Will Hughes, the man of the moment in the last game, that cup tie victory over Blackpool, and this is the team he's going to be facing. Plenty of Premier League experience. Fabio, formerly of Manchester United, Gunnarsson, the Icelandic international, Immers and Saidi up front, and of course Anthony Pilkington and Marco van Ginkel also in that Cardiff midfield. As for Burnley, same side. There it is, Graham Volks up front, Hughes and Bodden continuing in their midfield roles. And it will be a tough test for Burnley, but they've got the likes of Pereira and Marcus Rashford amongst the substitutes if need be. And really a tough test for Burnley. Let's see how they get on. Tom Eaton up against his old club, don't forget. 9 minutes gone. Here's Harfield now for Burnley. On towards Hughes. Hughes doing well, but then Peltier in there with a very strong challenge. This is Ward. There's no great pressure, plays it into Hughes. And then Peltier comes in with a good challenge. Barton wins it back. Here's Loughton. And Hinkle just sticking to him like glue there. And he plays the ball in there quite well to Hughes. Now a chance here for Sam Vokes. Good save by Marshall. And Gray couldn't get in there on the rebound and he's tucked away. Here's Van Hinkle. Up towards Greg Noon now. This could be a little break on here. And Immers plays the ball in and Pilkington's away. And a chance here for Cardiff. Oh, it's going to go in. An own goal by Stephen Ward. And it's the Bluebirds who take the lead here in South Wales. Another defensive catastrophe here for the Clarets. And it's an own goal by Stephen Ward. Chested the ball past his own goalkeeper and into the back of the net. 1-0 to Cardiff. Here's Hughes. Tackled there by Gunnarsson, fairly according to the referee. Peltier getting that away, but Hughes then winning the ball back, and then Van Hinkle winning it again, and then Hughes winning it there. A chance here for Gray. Pulls the shot wide. Well, real opportunity there for Andre Gray to get the equaliser, and just couldn't dig it out of his foot. Just scuffed the shot wide of the target, and you'll know that was a big chance wasted there, the former Brentford man. With a long kick this time, in is flicking it on, but Boyd is there for Burnley. That's 5 minutes in the first half. Can Ward make something of it? No, Aaron Gunnarsson, the Iceland international, does tremendously well. Here's Van Hinkle, blocked again by Barton, and Barton gets a good ball over the top here, and a chance here for Vokes now to show his prowess now, and he's done tremendously well. Vokes, goal! 1-1. Right at the end of the first half. Lovely turn. Took 3 Cardiff defenders out of the game, and then with the right foot smashed it in past David Marshall. And Burnley, who haven't won so far this season, on level here. 1-1 here in Cardiff. Sam Vokes with his first goal of the season. And what a timely one it is too. Right on the stroke of half time. It's Cardiff 1, Burnley 1. Well, Cardiff's lead lasted almost 25 minutes. But it's another difficult afternoon really for the Chorus. 1 out of minute at the end of the first half. Here's Noon picking it up, and there's the half-time whistle. So Burnley back on parity right at the end of the first half. They trailed to a Stephen Ward own goal after 19 minutes, and then Sunvokes run at the half, makes it 1-1, and that's the score here at the Cardiff City Stadium. Cardiff 1, Burnley 1. Noon picking it up now for Cardiff. 3 minutes into the second half, and he's kept that in just about. And still Noon goes forward. And a little cross back, and against the crossbar. And it is off the bar again. And it's back to Peltier, who shoots over the top. Well, they hit the bar twice there, Cardiff. And then it came to Peltier here, who then flashed it over the crossbar. Cardiff corner. Rashford, as you can see, has come on for Gray. That's a poor corner. And Heaton has it. We're coming up towards an hour gone, and here's Boyd now. Chance here for Rashford to really show his prowess here, and he's 1-on-1 against the defender, and he's beaten him. Peltier, an opportunity now for Rashford, and he pulled the shot just wide. But there's the explosion of pace from this young teenager here, signed on loan for Manchester United. And Vokes again is broken through, and real opportunity's got Rashford waiting in the middle, and he pulls it back towards Barton. But again, good defence again by Cardiff. Saidi now up towards Innes, who hit the crossbar. Saidi was the other one who hit the bar earlier on. And there's a good run here, and it's Pilkington. Pilkington now. Innes, good save by Heaton, and then Pilkington smashes it out. In fact, it's gone for a throw, would you believe? And Burnley survive. Former Burnley man Peter Winningham's going to come on. He spent a bit of time on loan a few years ago, and he's early days when he was an Aston Villa player, and it's Pilkington who's going to be replaced by Peter Winningham now. He's been at the club for a long time now. Play again by Hinners. That's terrifically played, but then gives it straight up at me. Barton just about getting through that challenge. Lovely play again by the former Manchester City man, and Vokes lining into the path here of Rashford. He's got Vokes winning in the middle, and the shot coming in, and it's in there. Rashford makes it 2-1. And the man who rescued a point for Burnley last week in the first match of the season against Huddersfield could well have won the game for the Clarets this week. And what a tremendous strike. It's his second of the season, and what a moment for him. The young lad signed on a 2-year loan deal for Manchester United has surely now, with 10 minutes to go, done it for Burnley. 2-1 they lead. Last 3 minutes now, and Burnley looking to win it in some style. And look at Barton through the middle. The Cardiff defence split, and then Barton puts the shot well wide of the target, but he won't mind one bit about that. Well, Burnley, well, for large periods of this afternoon, looked in real danger, real trouble, but have shown their class and quality coming through. But Van Hinkel is going through now for Cardiff. There might be a late scare now for Burnley. Innes. Peltier. Still alive for Cardiff. Gunnison played it in, and a shot by Winningham that was straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Deep into timing it on. Rashford trying to back flick, and he falls for Barton here. Folks, there'll be no more time for Burnley, but they don't. It won't be too depressing for them because they've taken the 3 points, their first of the season. My goodness, Cardiff made them work for it. They led for an own goal by Stephen Ward, and then Sunvokes run on the stroke of half-time, pulled Burnley level, and then Marcus Rashford 10 minutes from the end with a super strike beyond Marshall at his near post. Bond could have added it to it towards the end, but it didn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Burnley get their first win and 3 points of the league season. Winners here at Cardiff by 2 goals. Fabulous highlights there of that game and put down at Cardiff. 2-1. I mean, made a bad start again, having gone behind, but Vokes and Rashford putting the wrongs right to get Burnley their first league win of the season, and they're up to 4th place from 9th at the start of the day. only kept out of third place on goal difference, but that's no problem at the moment. In fact, kept out of second on goal difference. Derby and Brentford above them have a better goal difference. QPR 100% record so far in their two games, but as we all know, that could all change. As for our next opponents, Blackburn, they lost and drawn one so far, so 3 points. They're only 1 point behind, but they're in 11th place going into this one. So let's have a look at what happened in the last set of games. So let's keep a check on what happened there. Birmingham 1, Ipswich 0. Blackburn warmed up for the match against us in midweek. The game you're going to see proper full highlights of, with a 2-1 win over local rivals Preston. As you saw, Cardiff 1, Burnley 2, Charlton 0, Brentford 2, Derby 1, Fulham 1, so that keeps Derby in second. Huddersfield 1, Reading 0, so they've got 4 points as well. David Barden's team make 2 points, but they've made 4 points, sorry. They made a steady start. 2-1 at Hull against Nottingham Forest. Leeds 2, Brighton 3, Middlesbrough 0, QPR 1, Milton Keynes Dons 1, Bristol City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Bolton Wanderers 1, and finally Wolves 1, Rotherham 1. So that's the championship done that week. Now the midweek games. And we go to Turf Moor for the first East Lancashire derby of the season as Burnley take on Blackburn. You're going to get a very big ration of it now. Enjoy the 102nd East Lancashire derby between the great rivals, the Clarets, and their arch enemies, Blackburn Rovers. Enjoy the main course. Hello there, welcome to Turf Moor for the 102nd East Lancashire derby between themselves and Blackburn Rovers. Arch enemies down the M65. Burnley, you have to make them very big favourites tonight. They make one change as we look at Will Hughes is there. 3 goals in his last 3 games. In superb form, surely the top, without doubt, one of the top scorers so far in the early stages of the season. But Burnley make one significant change from the victory against Cardiff, and that's up front with Sam Vokes rested. He's gone to the bench, and Marcus Rashford has made such an impression in these first couple of league games as substitute. Guess they're not up front alongside Andre Gray, otherwise it's the same side. For Blackburn, a chance here for Eastwood to prove his worth in goal. Kilgarren captains the side. It's a 4-man diamond in midfield with Corey Evans and Grimes, the 2 people in the centre. A real opportunity now. Can Burnley get the points now? They'll be calling on the likes of Gray and Rashford to see what they can do this evening. So we're all set to go then. The 102nd East Lancashire derby's away. And Burnley, of course, need I remind you, in claret and blue, attacking the goal to our right. Here's Rashford. Charged down there, and here's a chance for Spur. Blackburn in the blue and white halves again. They attack the goal to the left. Here's Loughton, played it in, and Corey Evans now. Grimes towards Potiero. Akpan. A danger here for Burnley. Ball played back in there, Keane with a cool header. Now Ward. Barton. Akpan. Again danger here for the Clarets. Here's Grimes. An opportunity to see how he goes on in this derby. A lot of Blackburn players experiencing this sort of game for the first time. Here's Barton up towards Rashford. A real opportunity here for him, the youngster from Manchester United, to show his worth. And Gray has stayed onside here. It's Gray! Saved by Eastwood. Gray again. Sign-Enning. But a real opportunity in the opening few minutes for Burnley there to test the goalkeeper Eastwood. And they did just that. Going away though to Akpan. Quarter of an hour gone. 0-0, and Grimes has got Potiero on his way, and here's Danny Graham. Danger here for Burnley, but Graham hits it over the bar, thankfully, from a Claret's point of view. There's certainly a bit of danger there. Graham just got his angles all wrong, thankfully, from a Claret's point of view. It's a goal kick. Eaton to take. It's a key. Mountain. Rashford. He's got Boyd here on the near side. Good play this again. And Burnley getting that ball in towards the area, and Loughton coming in at the back post. Arfield was there too. Potiero now. It's fair to say that Burnley have been unbeaten in seven years since Blackburn won a game. 6 years since Blackburn won a game in this derby. That was a controversial 1-0 win where Martin Olsen made a dive to win the game that day. And here's a chance for Akpan. And he shoots over the top this time. Opportunity beckoned, but never troubling Tom Eaton from that range. Amiabi, Williamson. But here's one for Burnley now, last 5 minutes of the first half. It's been a highly competitive derby as you'd expect. Here's Joey Barton now. Space here, right foot! Off! What a great effort there by Joey Barton. Hit it onto the right foot. The goalkeeper wasn't sure whether that was going in or not. Eastwood couldn't take the risk. And thankfully for the Blackburn goalkeeper, he was relieved to see it go wide of that far post. But Burnley have been much the dangerous side, even though Blackburn have threatened on 1 or 2 occasions. Burnley have certainly shaded it. Barton again. Good ball. Lovely ball to Boyd. Has to turn back though. He'll get the cross in. Gray was lurking, and Ivy gets it out for a corner. Showing the last play of the first half. We're deep inside 2 added minutes at the end of the first half then at Turf Moor. Scott Arfield with the corner. Left it in, and May hits over. And that's the fast act of what's been a very highly competitive and high octane first half. Both teams have had chances. The nearest we've come possibly is Will Hughes and Joey Barton. But half time here in this 102nd East Lancashire derby, it's Burnley 0, Blackburn 0. Williamson. Grimes, 5 minutes into the second half. Good tackle again by Loughton. Really got stuck in there. And here's Ben Mee. Good play this now. Gray. Boyd on the far side. Good play again. And Boyd lifting it in, and Eastwood with a fist away. Williamson nutting it back, and Nayabi trying to get it away. Williamson. Akpan. Good tackle again by Barton. And here's Hughes. Will Hughes now for Burnley. Can he get it on that left foot? Deflected. Gray with a shot. Good save. Rashford, goal! Marcus Rashford. 10 minutes into the second half. And a youngster from Manchester United has written himself into Burnley folklore for this forever and a day now, because they've scored a goal against their fiercest enemies. Eastwood could do little about the shot from Rashford. And Burnley take the lead after 57 minutes. What a moment for Marcus Rashford. And now it will play into Burnley's hands, because Blackburn have to come out and try and attack them. And here's Rashford again. Could it be 2 in as many minutes? No, Eastwood saves, and then it's hooked away. Akpan to Williamson. All the flag is staying down here. Grimes. Ball in. Good header away by Ben Mee, and he had to win that header terrifically well. Here's Gray. 20 minutes left under. In fact, just under. And here's Rashford on the chase. And he's got there. He dispossessed the defender and then scuffed the shot badly wide. Well, that could have wrapped up the derby there and then for Marcus Rashford. But he pulled the shot wide. He's going to come off to a standing ovation. Jones, Barnes and Pereira come on. And also Rashford, of course, one of the players being substituted. Hughes and Barton the others, as we see again the goal. Eastwood's kick. Alfonso with a flick on. He's on the other substitute that came on. Here's Gray though. Gray now, he's got Jones and Barnes waiting in the middle. Towards David Jones, 2-0! And the former Blackburn midfielder has put his own club on the verge of a derby defeat. And you've got to say it's richly deserved. On the balance of play, Burnley deserved that 2-goal cushion. Nothing Eastwood can do about it. The header was just enough purchase on it. And Burnley go 2 goals clear. With 13 minutes of the match to go. Surely now, no way back for Owen Coyle's side on his return to his former club. All the Judas signs were up before the start. I didn't want to mention that at the start, but what a performance. Well, Owen Cole, since leaving Turf Moor all those years ago, has not got a very good record. In fact, he's not won a match as an opposite manager. As the shot comes in and it's wide, a goal kick, but it's just amazing here. As we've got Brown on now for Blackburn. It's all about now pride for them, because at the moment they look a well-beaten side. Akpan plays the ball in. Grimes turns. Chances here. Grimes shoots over. And really, it's summed their evening up in a nutshell. Loughton. Good ball. Now Jones. And look at that for a ball. Here's Barnes. Can he make it 3? Eastwood saves. But in the grand scheme of things, it matters little now, because Burnley will deservedly take 3 points, whether they score a third or not. They have been much the better side. They've totally outplayed Blackburn in every department. And now Stutz's men on the verge of a tremendous victory here at Turf Moor. It mean Blackburn will not win in 7 years. As the header comes in and Eastwood makes the marvellous save just about on the line. As we play out the last knockings, played with a challenge. There's the whistle. Derby didn't like for Burnley. They were the better side over 90 minutes and really merited the victory. Tom Eaton didn't really have one real meaningful save to make. Goals from Rashford and then David Jones, who came on as a substitute, sealed Burnley's victory and really sends them now into 2nd place behind Queen's Park Rangers, who I believe won tonight. So it means Burnley now will go 2nd in the table, winners in the derby by 2 goals. Well, a tremendous victory there for Burnley in the Lancashire derby. A well-deserved victory, by the way, 2 goals to 0. Let's have a look at all the other scores tonight then, around the country in the Championship. Bolton 0, Hull 1, another win there for Hull City. Brentford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 3. A turn up there down at the MX, Brighton and Hove Albion 1, the MK Dons 3. Great result for Carl Robinson's men. Bristol City 0, Middlesbrough 3 down in Ashton Gate, as you've just seen there. Burnley 2, Blackburn 0. Great win there for the Clarets tonight. Fulham 1, Leeds United 0. Ipswich and Derby finished 1-1. So too did Nottingham Forest and Wolves down at the City Ground. Preston 1, Wolves 0. Great result for Preston there, coming back from that defeat at Ewood Park on Saturday. QPR strengthening their grip at the top with a 3-1 win in a London derby against Charlton Athletic. Reading and Cardiff finished 0-0 and Rotherham 0, Birmingham City 1. So what does that do for the league table? Let's have a look at that quickly. So QPR with 3 wins out of 3 moved to 9 points. Burnley now moving to, the Clarets moving to 2nd place with 7. With a better goal difference than Sheffield Wednesday, Birmingham, Hull and Derby County are all in the playoffs. Blackburn and Preston, the 2 Lancashire rivals to us, in fact Bolton, Blackburn and Preston, the 3 Lancashire rivals nearest to us, actually bumped in together. And the bottom 3, Rotherham, Bristol City and Charlton Athletic, are occupying the bottom 3 places. And that brings us to the end of the 2nd episode of this Burnley Career Mode. I hope you very much you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. The next games we've got for you, next couple of games, we'll sim the Wolves match. We'll sim the Wolves match, but we'll have some cup tie football for you next episode with the Ipswich match at Portman Road, and then another derby to come against Preston North End. I hope you can join me for those two games. The Wolves game will show, we will play it, we will show, but we will only show minimal highlights. We'll show the best bits, the very best bits, and then obviously Ipswich, and then obviously the main game, Preston. So we're looking possibly at doing 3 games, a mini match, and then 2 longer edited games, and then of course there'll be an extra special episode dedicated to transfer deadline day, and then the episode after that, looking further ahead, will feature games against Rotherham and Reading. So plenty to come. So plenty to come in the next few weeks and now a few episodes on this Burnley Career Mode. I hope very much that you enjoyed the second episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the JB Claret YouTube channel and you'd like to, we do not just do FIFA videos, we do all sorts of proper football commentaries, audio commentaries on proper games as well. Remember, we just had a successful European Championship commentaries. We'll be doing those, Q&As, Premier League transfer news. We'll be doing a whole lot, not just FIFA videos. So please, if you want to keep up to date with all the latest football news as well as the FIFA stuff, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. If you want my Twitter address, it's at Stutzy. The address is simply at Stutzy83, and we hope to see you very soon for the next instalment of Career Mode. But until then, take care on a night where Burnley absolutely outpointed Blackburn in every single department. Great win for the Clarets, terrific result. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.